When people are complaining about how expensive their hobby is, well, I guess they have never been into graffiti. What's up guys? My name is Chuck. If you're a graffiti writer, you're interested in graffiti, or you started watching cat videos and you ended up here, then you should most definitely subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, of course. Graffiti is a really expensive hobby. It can easily cost up to tens, maybe even hundreds of euros a month. In Europe, one can easily cost up to 350 each. So if you see a graffiti piece in the streets, just count the amount of colors that are in the piece, and then you can calculate how much the piece has probably cost the writer. But of course, everyone likes to save some money. So in this video, I'll be giving you 7 tips so that you can save some money, but still make a proper graffiti piece. So let's start with tip number 1. First do your sketch and then repaint the wall. A lot of guys first repaint the wall so that they have a clean slate to start with. By doing the sketch first and only painting the parts that's outside your sketch, you can save a lot of bucket paint. But before I start, I also like to give you tip number 2. Don't use quality paint for your sketch. If you have some cheap spray paint laying around like this, use that for the sketch. This way you will save the expensive quality paint. And if you don't have any cheap spray paint, you can also use sidewalk chalk or maybe even a crayon. This story I heard a couple of years ago. A guy was using sidewalk chalk to do his sketch during the day, and he came back later to finish his piece. So let's start with the sketch. Keep in mind guys, in this video I'll be doing a simple piece so I can show you all the tips. Tip number 3. This tip can save you the most money of all the tips that I'm going to give you in this video. Instead of using spray paint to fill your piece, use wall paint or bucket paint. Yes, I know, this can be really messy, but it will save you a lot of money. 1 liter of bucket paint is enough for 6 to 8 square meters. And if you add some water, you can even do more. Let's fill up the piece. Another nice trick, instead of bringing the complete bucket of paint, pour it into a detergent bottle, like this. And you can bring the paint much easier. So as you guys can see, there's already a roller in the bucket. This way the roller won't dry in and you can still use it. Tip number 4. And yes, I recorded this tip before I did tip number 3. Instead of bringing or using a paint tray, use a piece of cardboard. And there's even MTN on it. So as you could see in tip number 3, I was using a piece of cardboard. A piece of cardboard is way easier to bring with you. But if you're going to a spot that has stones on the floor, well, then you don't even have to bring a piece of cardboard, because you can pour the bucket paint right on the floor. This way, you don't have to use a paint tray, which would make everything dirty when you take it back home. Finally, no more fucked up bags. Tip number 6. Think about where your shadow is going to be. If you already know, while building your background, if you're going to do a shadow or a big 3D, you can decide to not paint on the places where these are going to be. This way, you're saving the paint that you otherwise would use for the background. Now, you can even build a bigger background. Let's go for it. Tip number 6. Do a piece without an outline. If you're not sure if you still have enough paint to do the complete outline, or you just don't have enough paint at home, you can decide to do a piece without an outline. By giving a piece only a shadow effect can be really cool. This is giving the impression that the piece is still in front of the background. Just think about one thing, one really important thing, and that is, make sure that your fill-in is a completely different color than your background. And I have to finish this piece quickly because it's starting to get dark. So guys, this is a simple example of how your piece could look like if you don't do an outline, but only a shadow. Check it out. But luckily, I have enough paint to do an outline as well. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's starting to get really dark right now, but luckily I'm finished. I completely fucked up the piece in the end. So this is what I mean with fucking up the piece. This is so fucking ugly. I shouldn't have done it. Well, too bad. But I hear you thinking, but where's tip number 7? Make hollow letters. If you're not sure if you have enough paint to fill the entire piece because you have just 1 can, 1.5 can, and you think you need like 2 or maybe 2.5 can for a fill-in, make your letters hollow. So that you didn't cost me almost any paint at all. I'm such a cheapskate. If you like this video with the tips and tricks, you should check out this playlist. If you like the fact that I was painting, you should check out this playlist. I hope to see you in the next one.